What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the Pro. Welcome back to a brand new video, man. We are here. We are back with a brand new video for you guys. Listen, before we get into it, make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Go check out the second channel. That will be in the description. Just posted a mock draft on there a couple of days ago. Very, very fun. For full first round mock of the incoming 2024 class. Make sure y'all go check that out. Give it a sub, give it a like. Comment down below your thoughts. But that's not the purpose of today's video. We're going to get right into what we're going to be talking about, and that is the abysmal loss against the Dallas Mavericks tonight. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Like I really just, I'm just over it at this point, man. I don't know what to say. Like a lot of the stuff I'm about to say, I've said before. I'm just tired of saying the same stuff over and over again. I'm sure you guys are tired of saying the same stuff and seeing the same stuff over and over again. I really do not know. I don't know. I don't know what to even say. Listen, I mean, we have as Heat fans seen this team throw away golden opportunities every other game in the season. And the games that the Heat have won have been off the back of a loss. This stretch, starting with the game against Indianapolis, the game against Philly, then the game against Houston where we won, Indianapolis we lost, Atlanta we won, Dallas we lost. Do y'all see a pattern? Because I see a pattern. Every time they lose, Spo probably gets into them, they win the next game. Then they take their foot off the gas pedals again, they lose. And it's like, bro, this team cannot develop any consistency. And the biggest story of tonight's game, the shot attempts by Jimmy and Bam were absolutely atrocious. These two are the best players on the team, and they are shooting a combined 21 shots, with Butler shooting 8, Bam shooting 13. Now, I don't have a problem with Bam's field goal attempts. The biggest problem I had with Bam was the fact that he is a player who goes off of his confidence. For some reason, his confidence is shot. It is absolutely shot. I don't know what is going on with him. I don't know if it's something in his head. I don't know if he's in his own head. But the whole story of his game told me that it was all mental. The moment I saw him airballing a couple of floaters, I was like, bro, Bam never airballs. What is going on? And I'm like, he's in his head. He's in his head. I don't know what is happening. And this happened during a part of the season before where he was in his head. And it's like, why? Because he's having a stretch of bad games, he gets in his head. We need him to be more mentally tough because he can make the shots he's taking. With Jimmy, he doesn't want to shoot. Bam is shooting and missing. Jimmy can't even shoot. He's not even shooting the ball. And it's like, bro, what do we do? Our two best players, one of them is missing every shot they take. One of them doesn't even want to shoot the shots. No wonder we're losing. The clutch offense on this team is currently ranked 27th. Only ahead of Memphis, Washington, and Detroit. Memphis, Washington, and Detroit? Those are the only teams that we have a better clutch offense than, and those three teams are at the bottom of the conference. Detroit and Washington are the bottom two seeds of the East, and Memphis is one of the, I believe, bottom three teams in the West. And the Heat are fourth worst in clutch offense. And this is the reason why. Adding on to this, they are third worst in assist ratio in the clutch, which means in the clutch and in the fourth quarter especially, their assist ratio plummets from middle of the pack in the NBA all the way down to 28th. And only two teams are worse than them in assist ratio. It is Washington and it is Atlanta, who's dead last. And the only reason we won against Atlanta last night is because Atlanta had the worst assist ratio in the clutch, and we just had the third worst. Their assist ratio is so bad that it's in the negatives. At least we're not that bad, and that's why we won that game. Because it was against Atlanta. Any good team would have slapped us up in that game last night. And tonight, we got absolutely blown out. The game was over in the second quarter itself. I understand we cut it to 9 or 8 or whatever, but we all knew that was a fake comeback, man. Like, we didn't have any chance of winning that game. Terrible, absolutely terrible. I really don't know what to even say besides the fact that what are these star players doing? Jimmy and Bam. And then Spo. Okay, listen, I don't even want to like blame Spo. And Spo does deserve some of the blame. He doesn't deserve all of it. And out of anybody who gets all the benefit of that, it's going to be him because he is Spo. Like, Spo is Spo. Spo's the best coach in the NBA. He'll make mistakes, and he has made mistakes. But I don't know what Spo's supposed to do when your best player just doesn't want to shoot the ball. Like, that is on Jimmy. I'm sorry. That's on Jimmy. Too many times this season, Jimmy has cost us games by just not shooting. Like, I don't know what he's playing at. I really don't. Like, he just is checked out or he doesn't care. Like, what is going on? This reminds me so much of 2021 for some reason. I'm getting 2021 vibes from this team. Not last year vibes, not 2022 vibes, not 2020 vibes. 2021 vibes where we got swept in the first round and Jimmy Butler got outscored by Bryn Forbes in the series because he didn't want to shoot. I'm getting the exact same vibes from this team. Exact same vibes. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I mean, clearly, when Jimmy shoots, he has a good percentage. He's not inefficient by any means. He is an efficient shooter. The problem is he just cannot seem to just gather any sort of power to just shoot the ball, bro. Just shoot it, Jimmy. You are our best player. We need you, dog. We're officially in the play-in. I forgot about that. We're officially in the play-in. We are playing Philadelphia in the first play-in game. That is official. I don't know where it's going to be because they still have to jostle for 7th and 8th. But right now, Philly has a 1-game lead with 2 games remaining. If they win out, it's going to be them. Even if they lose, it would be them. Because if they lose one of them, it would still be them because they still have to They still have the tiebreaker over us. So they would have to lose 2 games for us to be the 7th seed. Otherwise, we're the 8th seed. I think that's how it works. So most likely, we're playing an away game for our first playing game at Philly. I would be really surprised if we won that game. Philly's playing amazing basketball. They have Embiid back. They're rolling. They beat us already. We are playing terrible basketball. But it would just be such a heat type of way to win that game after laying eggs in the last week and just losing games we should have been winning. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I honestly am not confident at all in that game. I think Philly's a really good team, and they're one of the worst teams that you would face, that you would want to match up against. Not one of the worst teams you'd face, one of the worst teams you'd want to match up against in a play-in game. Because at home, they have guys on their team who can hurt you. We're going to get to that in another video. I'm going to preview the Philly game. But for right now, man, they have to fix this because this is turning into an absolute clown fest. I don't know what's going on with this team, but either they're checked out, either they really don't care. Because this was a game that basically determined whether you were in the play-in or not, or in the play-in officially or not officially. Let me say that because they would probably still be in the play-in regardless of whether they won or lost this game because of Indiana. But yeah, this was a game where you could have, sealed yourself a play-in spot or still gave yourself a chance to get into the playoffs without being in the play-in, and they knew that. And we can say we were off a back-to-back, but so were the Mavericks. They were off a back-to-back too. And they were on the road. We were at home. So where's the excuse? I don't see any excuse, guys. I really don't see any excuse. People are going to be making excuses. Last night, we played against Atlanta. Atlanta sucks. We went to double overtime against Atlanta. Double overtime against Atlanta without Trae Young. Game before that, absolute terrible loss against Indiana, fully healthy. What is the excuse? I have no idea. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. People will say, oh, it's this. They haven't been healthy. Bro, even fully healthy, they cannot win games. They've been fully healthy for some time now. The final part of the stretch when you need your guys healthy, they've been healthy. Okay, these last couple of games, Rozier has been out. But apart from that, they've had their guys. And even the games that Rozier played with these guys, they just didn't look good. They didn't. They look terrible, man. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what to say. And this all, to me, stems on this front office. From the moment that we made the finals, they got complacent thinking we could have done the same thing again. Every star we have been linked to, Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, last year was Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, who torched us tonight, bro. Kyrie Irving killed us, and he wanted to be here, and we said no. Like, why? What do they think this team has? Like, is this a super team? According to Pat Riley? Because, bro, I don't see anything super about this team. We have a bunch of guys who overachieved in the playoffs last year. 2 of them are gone, Vincent and Strus. Martin has a game on or off here and there. Jaquez has hit the rookie wall. Highsmith, apart from his defense, you can't really count on him for anything else. Consistently, he can knock down the shot, but not consistently. Jovic has been the one bright spot that I'm like, okay, we have this kid. He's taken the step. Cool, that's the one bright spot of the season. Hero, injury question mark. Defense question mark. Jimmy, aggressiveness question mark. Bam, aggressiveness question mark. Mental question mark. Because I don't know, Bam seems to be in his head half the time. He just doesn't seem to be able to shake out of this whatever mental block he has. Because he needs to get his stuff together, man. And this team in the next season, I don't want Bam to be the number 2 option. I really don't, because he's not a 2. He's not a 2. He's a 3. To me, he's a 3. And the reason is he is a center who came into the league as a defensive center, bro. He is not an offensive player. He's not a scorer. He developed that into his game, but that's not who he is naturally. He thrives on the defensive end, playmaking, rebounding, all that hustle stuff. So you need a legitimate guy to take over, whether that's Hero, Rozier, or whether that's somebody you trade for. Next year, I cannot have Bam being so, important offensively to this team. We should be able to win games where Bam plays like this, because this is not Kevin Durant. This is Bam Adebayo. Offensively, Bam Adebayo is not nearly the player he is defensively. Defensively is where he shines. Offensively, he's good and he's improved, but that's still not his strong suit to me. So, yeah, I mean, he seems to be in his head. Jimmy I don't know. Jimmy's the biggest question mark. And he's out here doing commercials with Hulu saying he's playoff Jimmy and he turns it up. It's like, bro, you're putting all this pressure on yourself. This exactly reminds me of what you said when you were like, oh, we're stupidly locked in, and you went out and literally laid an absolute egg against the Bucks in 2021. This reminds me of the same thing. I can't lie. It's the same thing that reminds me of. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I've ran out of stuff. I'm so glad the regular season's about to end, that we don't have to watch this team play in the regular season, because hopefully in the playoffs, when the intensity is higher, they turn it up. But knowing this team who folded in big games, I don't know whether that's going to change in the playoffs or not. We're going to have to see. But 2 more games in the regular season left. Toronto twice. I mean, God forbid if we lose that game, I might just start a protest or a tirade for the whole team to get, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be like checked out, bro. Like, I'm already like halfway over this team in the regular season. Like, I don't know what else to say besides the stuff that I have not said already. Like, we know this team's flaws, but for some reason the people upstairs cannot see the fact that we can't score the ball. Come on, bro. They have Luka, Kyrie. We have Jimmy Butler, who takes 8 shots a game. Bam Adebayo, who shoots 3 for 13. And Hero, who is good, but not good enough. Come on, man. The roster construction of this team was messed up from the beginning. Everybody besides the front office knew that. We missed out on Dame, missed out on Drew, missed out on star after star after star after star. Kyrie. We missed out on Kyrie, who absolutely torched us, man. But yeah, the game's the game. Can't really do much about it now. Just got to make sure we take care of business in the last 2. We're already in the play-in, so yeah, that's whatever. In the coming days, though, I'll be making a preview of the Sixers game. And yeah, I'm just very deflated right now, as you guys can tell. I'm saying a lot of stuff. So if I'm saying stuff that's not making sense to you guys, I'm so sorry. This is fresh off the loss. I just have to get it off my chest. So We're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys thought. I'll see you later as always.